Hey YouTube, California Prepper here. Got a new video for you guys. I know I already showed you guys the pocket hunting system from Dave Canterbury, but I don't think I did justice for it in that video, so I kind of wanted to do another little review for you guys and show you it a little more in depth. I also wanted to show you guys one of my newest purchases, which I'm very satisfied with. These YoYo fishing reels, or the YoYo fishing systems. Great little idea, and I just wanted to share it with you. So, let's get started. First off, I want to share with you guys the pocket hunting system from Dave Canterbury. Go a little more in depth with it. It comes on a slingshot. It's a standard marksman fold-up slingshot, and comes with the heavy-duty bands, and he cuts them down about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and he puts them on there. Just that way, it's more draw tension. And what's awesome about this is if you just take off this adapter, you can use it as a regular slingshot, shoot marbles, bearings, rocks, nuts, anything you can find. If not, you have some arrows, which I have a crossbow, so I have a couple dozen of these arrows now. And what's awesome is I can drop these in there just with this field tip and go out and catch me, get me some meat for the night, whether it be some small game. If I happen to run into a deer, have some broadheads. And this thing has enough power to take down a deer, believe it or not. So, this is a great system. Another great feature about it is if you take it and you reverse the little adapter, which has a little wing nut on it, just twist this off, you reverse this, where the front becomes the back and the back becomes the front. So this would now be the front. I'm not going to do it because it's a little pain in the butt for me to do one-handed, but I'll show you guys. So say this is the front. This little thing here is actually like this fishing tube that I made, and you just pop the top off, and inside you can have your sinkers, your hooks, your line, whatever you need. You put that right here, you tie your line or wrap your line around it, tie it off here at the bottom, and wrap it or set it up on your arrow, put your fishing arrow on, or if you, like me, I have my own arrows that are set up for fishing, which I'll show you shortly, and you're ready to go. The way I set up my fishing arrows is here in this little kit. I have made up these little sliding sets, and what I do is I just take this little sliding jig set, or whatever you want to call it, and take some bank line. I take it and I wrap it around here, tie it off, and then I run this on it, connect it to my pocket fisherman, or my pocket fisherman, my pocket hunting system, and I'll go and I'll open this up here, and I always have some of these handy. I have this big multiple set of safety pins. Great idea to have. Great thing to have in an SHTA situation, because these things you can't make these in the wilderness. Whatever you cannot make, whatever's gonna be strenuous to make, try and stock up on now, because you'll always be able to trade it later. So what I do is I take these safety pins, the larger ones, I snip off this end, and I manipulate it a little bit to where it fits around here, and I twist it around to where it's something like this, and then I secure it here with some twine, and then I bend it to exactly where I want it, to where when it goes into the fish, it will push back like this and it'll slide in no problem. And then when you go to on the other side, say it's here, and you try to pull back, it's not coming out. It's going to hold that fish on there, and that's what I love about it. So this is a really cool system. I'm all about doing it yourself and do-it-yourself projects, so I wanted to take this on and try it out. So just wanted to share that with you guys. It's a pretty cool system. This here is my little setup that I have. I have this little box that my wife got me in. I put a whole bunch of, I got my safety pins, I got my jigs for my pocket hunter. I got some other little things, you know, some washers that I could use as weights if I had to, you know, just odd little ends that might be important that you might need. This side over here, I have quite a few things. Let me move these so you can see. And like I said, in an SHTF situation, anything that's going to be strenuous for you to make, that it's going to be hard for you to make, hard to find, hard to come by, stock up on now. Like I stocked up on safety or sewing needles. In a situation like that, you're not going to be able to make these in the wild. You might be able to come and you know, take a thorn out and pull the string out with your mouth and from an aloe plant and whatnot, but it's not going to be the same as a sewing needle. You know, it's not going to do the same thing as a modern needle would. Next in here I have my little buck knife that I got from Artisan Tony. Shout out to Artisan Tony channel. Love that vid you did with the pellets, and I hope you keep doing vids like that. Love those videos, man. Next in here I have some super glue. Always good to have super glue. You never know what's gonna break on you, what's gonna fail. Murphy's Law is what can go wrong will go wrong. In a situation like that where everything's just so stressful, I guarantee you that's what's gonna happen. So I mean, no matter whatever you can get your hands on to try and better your chances and be able to fix these problems before they happen, do it. Take the time now before you have the headache later. Next in here I have just a little sewing kit that I got from my work, $1.99. Got about 25 different kinds of thread in here, some more needles, a thimble, some scissors. I mean, for $1.99, that's a score in my book. Next off, I have a thing of multiple hooks that I use with my fishing systems. This whole thing of hooks I think cost me $3, and it comes with, you know, 5 different sizes. All fish aren't going to fit on one hook. You're not going to catch everything with one size. You have to switch it up for the different stuff you're fishing. Most fishermen know that. Other people out there might just go out and buy this giant Jaws hook and think that they're going to catch, you know, something, and they just don't realize that's not how it works. So this multiple pack was a great deal. Next off in here, I just have a little slide out razor knife. I work at a convenience store, so I always end up having one of these in my pocket when I come home. And here's another thing of safety pins. Like I said, things that are hard to make in a situation like that will be great to stock up on. Whether you're trading them or just stocking up, they don't take up very much room. Why not stock up on them? They cost a couple dollars now. In the future, they may be priceless. In here I have a thing of large hooks. I didn't have anything this large in that pack, so I got a larger thing of hooks. And most likely these will be used on the YoYo fishing system most, because the river around here has some pretty big fish in them. So I think these might work. Next we have just a little lighter. You know, lighters are always good for something, especially when you always need one, especially in your tackle box. You need to melt your line. You break a lure, you need to melt some string, you need to melt something together. Especially with super glue, you can fix anything. Lighter and super glue, it's great. Got a thing of nail clippers in here. No, it's not for keeping yourself trimmed up, but in a situation like that, it is a good idea to keep yourself groomed as much as possible. I mean, you don't want to be prissy and, you know, putting hair gel in your hair when you're trying to dodge bullets and survive, but, you know, keep yourself trimmed up. It'll help fight infection, you know, and all that. Keep yourself as clean as possible. But the reason I really have this in here is for snipping the fishing line. You know, if I get snagged on something, snip, all that great stuff. This is really good a tool for making your own lures too. This really helps. So just wanted to show you that little kit that I have set up here. There's some other odds and ends in here, but this is the main stuff I wanted to show you. Next off, we have the YoYo fishing reels that I wanted to show you guys. These things are awesome. I bought 2 12-pack boxes, which is a total of 24. I'm not sure if you guys have seen these, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit more about them. The YoYo fishing system are these little fishing reels that you set up, and, you know, say there's a branch like this over the water. What you would do is you would tie this out about, you know, a little bit ways down. You would pull out the line to as far as you want it, you know, whoop, and set it. And once it's set, the line stays down. Just, let me see. There you go. The line stays down. And then as soon as the fish goes and tugs on your bait, it snags up like that and it sets the hook right in the fish. And what's great about these is you can set these up, go along with your day. You can set these up before you go hunting and go and try and procure some meat that way. And you're fishing while you're hunting. I bought 2 boxes of 12, which that's a total of 24. If I only set up 1 box in a survival situation, you got to watch out for laws and regulations now. But the reason I have these is for a survival situation where, the laws don't matter when you're trying to make it. So this to me, if I can go and set up 12 of these while I'm chopping my wood, or I'm out hunting, or even while I'm sleeping, a lot of fish are nocturnal. You'll have a lot of fish you can only fish for at night, so set 12 of these, go catch some Z's, and I guarantee you in the morning, you're most likely going to have a meal sitting on one of them, if not multiples. Now, you got to be very careful with leaving your fish setting on these for too long, because you can set them up to where they stay in the water, and that's what's awesome. It won't just pull it out of the water, and you can set them up to where they yank it up out of the water, but most likely your fish will go bad throughout the night, or other things will come and get it. Raccoons, birds, who knows? But if you leave it set in the water, it'll just swim around until it tires itself out, and then it'll be sitting there waiting for you to come in the morning. But there have been stories of fishermen that have waited too long and come back and found nothing but a head on the other end of the line, because another fish came up bigger than that and decided, hey, this guy can't go nowhere, that's an easy meal, and took it for himself. So you got to be very careful. My advice is maybe set up some bells or something, so when one of these dusts sound off, you can go over there and get your food as quick as possible and just reset it and have it out there trying to catch some more. And all you do is, tie it off with some bank line off to the tree. This is a 50-pound test line. Set up your test line, drop your bait on your hook, drop it in the water, and you have 12 people out there fishing for you, pretty much. This having 12 lines in the water 24/7 while you're out doing other things is going to be a big, big plus and advantage for you. So, me having a family, I figured, hey, I can't go wrong there. And I think I got both of these for under $50 delivered. So, you just really got to look around online. Like I said, I'm a real stickler. My money, I work hard for it. So if I'm buying something, I want to check the reviews, check customer reviews always. Always read the reviews. Take the time to shop. Don't just click on the first thing you see, because that always ends up biting you in the butt. You'll click on something, click buy. Next thing you know, you click the next page and you get it half the price, or free shipping, or you can get twice what you got for the same price. So really make sure to shop around before you hit buy. But these things are a great buy. They're the YoYo fishing system. I know there's a competitor out there. They're made by Whites or Whiting or something like that. And I'm not sure which one is the original, but the ones that I've seen, and the ones I've seen first were the YoYos. So that is what I'm going with as the original. And these things are amazing. Please check these out if you haven't before. If you guys have any comments, please feel free to share them. I'd love to hear your guys' ideas. Thank you.